the idea, I mean, Just for Hits, that's the theme, of course. But our main inspiration is kind of looking at the internet and seeing it as a prolific incubator of creativity that's forever changed the way that people share and create. I mean, it's for us an environment that just breeds creativity, and it also breeds this infectious need to just jump in and join in.
Which is what I'll do.
Well, there's one more point, which is basically, so if you deconstruct the world of the internet and internet culture, etc., basically what we've done is, in the spirit of internet culture and behavior, we've taken a very familiar image, we've hijacked that image or that phenomenon and mutated it into something completely different, which is of course a behavioral trait you see online every single day. So that's the mechanic basically behind the live show.
The idea that the most popular things that we are able to view on the internet, the most popular kind of videos and trends are the ones that are liked the most by people, and in a sense, in the same way that Cannes is a kind of place where we witness the best films, those good films are kind of a direct kind of transcendence of what everyone has agreed is a great thing, and therefore it survives the longest. These ideas are the ones that survive the most, or float to the top of the pool, and are the ones that most people are then afterwards inspired by, to then create new work and create new things, which is what translates back into the directors that we kind of celebrate, that we pick with the new director showcase, because they're all kind of part of this cycle of inspiration that comes off the internet.
We're finding more and more directors from all over the internet, not just from YouTube and Vimeo, but through crowdsourced places like creative portals like Talent House and Gennaro and Pop Tent and lots of these other places that have kind of all wonderful names. And we're finding that we can almost start using social listening, and in a couple of cases we did use some social listening tools to see what people were talking about, see what kinds of films people were talking about in animation, and even things like using phrases like new technology, new directors, new film, new animation, and bringing that kind of stuff to the top. And I think the point that Jonathan's making is really good, because when you see a lot of the work that we're showing in New Director Showcase, for better or worse, it will spawn a lot of great work the next year, or it will spawn a lot of bad copycats, and that's what happens with a lot of the stuff in Cannes. Is that the really popular work that comes up, you'll see, it's like a photocopy that's been run over and over and over through this same kind of idea or technique. But I think this year with the theme that the guys have come up with, which is fantastic, and the whole way that it's coming to life, but also with the reel, it's very different than what we've had before.
It's been our motivation the last 3 years to try and make the theatrical introduction, the titles, the entire experience just as culturally relevant as the things you see on the show reels. As inspirational, as pertinent, etc., etc. So
we always try to create original content. We never take something that's been done somewhere and appropriate and put it on the stage.
I mean, that's another theme that we touch upon in our actual show, our theatrical piece, is the fact that the internet has been this real creative liberator that has taken society from a passive to an active position, where people are, physically in control of the output that they put into the world, which is such a liberating aspect. I suppose the celebratory aspect of our show is paying homage to that element.